Hey everyone, welcome back to Super Duper Wetland and Oxygen Not Included. Hello YouTube, hello Twitch. Hey Phil, what's going on? Nice to see you here, Phil. Welcome to the stream. Phil says, woohoo! We are back. Sorry for missing Sunday's stream, everyone. Just was really exhausted and I had a headache, so I could not put on a good stream that day. It was just so much happened on the weekend. The good things, just was very exhausted, so I had to go to bed. But anyways, we are back. We're continuing right where we left off. So I don't think I've made any progress whatsoever. I just loaded the game up and I had to kind of remind myself what was going on. What's going on here? Why is there heat? Oh, because I built over the radiant pipes. That's okay because it's just turning into steam. But my duplicants haven't built it insulated pipes yet. Hey, Kevin, what's up? Kevin says hellos. Welcome to the stream. Hello. How are you guys doing? Phil, how are you? Kevin, welcome back. So yeah, we left off building the hydrogen rockets. So I have that just queued up. We're going to do some longer duration space missions. Hopefully find the tear and get working towards the tear. Stringer, what's going on? We in it now? Hey, Stringer. Welcome. Kevin says you forgot to go to my email when you showed the save. Did I? I'll do it again on Friday. I'll do it again on Friday if I did. Phil says my planetoid is at cycle 240 and going very well. Awesome. Good to hear, Phil. That is awesome to hear. Yeah, sorry, Kevin. I thought I don't remember your doing yours. It must have been the last one. I know I did it, and I know I got it to load, but I forgot what I featured on your asteroid. So I can definitely do it again this Friday if I missed something in the email. I will go and double check. That is great news, Phil. I'm happy for you. Happy to hear that. You're at the stage now, I think, where I guess you're gonna be transitioning to mid game and all that stuff. So it's starting to get pretty hectic, I'm sure. Starting to run out of algae. Probably have to build your first Hydra or spawn pretty soon. So I bricked my coolant again. Oh, there it goes. This is pretty easy to fix. I can just offload some of it onto here. That should be hopefully enough. No, I'm still bricked. Still bricked, huh? Okay. See what we can do. Okay, now we have two openings. Why is it not going? It's kind of oh, it's not connected there. Silly mistake. I can reload it with super coolant. Okay, so yeah, what we're gonna have to do in this episode, by the way, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so YouTube and Twitch, we are going to be on for about 2 hours tonight, as usual on Wednesdays, probably until around 10:30ish Eastern Daylight Time on my schedule or my time zone. About 2 hours. I want to get the hydrogen rocket online, hydrogen and liquid oxygen started. And probably going to be building a wall here and then moving this rocket, like removing this rocket pad altogether and maybe shifting it over at some point. Right now, I don't really care to have 3 rockets. 2 rockets is enough, but I want to shift this over so when these rockets blast off, I don't have a bunch of steam interacting with these pipes. So Hydra was built a long time ago. That's awesome because then you're like getting ahead of the game there. Perfect. I started cooling the base with a cooling loop and that is also cooling a gold volcano. Nice. That is a great use of a single aqua tuner. Now I have to work on morale for the dupes, make my base pretty cool. That sounds great. Hey Chewy, what's up? I feel like it's been forever since I've seen everyone on chat because I haven't streamed since on Friday. Welcome. I have barely been online aside from making from finishing the video rather. Continuing the Over-Explained series. If you guys haven't seen the Over-Explained series, go check it out after the stream. I know you guys are probably way ahead of that portion of the game, so It's probably not something that is absolutely relevant, but I made that series, and I hopefully, oh, we're starting to cool it down too much. That series is mostly because I need to, I want to show new players on how to get like to mid game, and I have a couple ideas on how to do it. I think my next video will be sort of a mid-game tips style video, but oh, by the way, thank you, Chewy, for take a sip. How long ago? That was a minute ago. Thank you, Chewy. I will take a sip of Eska. I got one right here. A nice cold Eska, freshly opened on Twitch. Thank you so much. Still waiting for my Eska sponsorship, but appreciate it. And Chewy also redeemed a Drop It. What does Drop It do? I don't even remember what Drop It does. I have to like go back. Hey, Baba Ka, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Thank you so much for that. I have to like, go to my own stream to see what. It's been so long since anyone's used Drop It. I have no idea what that means. Let me just go and check it out. I'll let you guys watch this for the time being. So let's go to my channel here. Hopefully I don't get any feedback. And appreciate the sub or the follow. Oh, the Prime sub! Holy smokes! Thank you so much, Babaka, for the the Prime sub. Really appreciate it. Sub and follow deserve your great tutorials. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the support. Awesome. Drop It is out of stock. Oh, it's out of stock. Why would it be out of stock? I don't remember setting up a Drop It command. Thank you again, Babaka. I hope I'm saying your name right. I appreciate it, and I'm glad that you're enjoying the channel. So what does Drop It do? Type in the name. I'm not sure if... Drop It is... Yeah, Drop It... Maybe Drop It is one of those ones that are... I put on, so... mic drop. Drop mic. Like... I guess I could shut it off. I don't know. I'll have to see what that is. If you can tell me what that is. I think it's supposed to be like you can name a duplicate or a rocket. I'm almost certain that's what it is. So you know what, Chewy? If because you redeemed that, I think maybe it was just one of those ones that were enabled by default or whatever. So if you'd like to name one of the rockets, in lieu of me not even knowing what Drop It is, you are more than welcome to do that. So you can name a rocket or a duplicate. I'm pretty sure that's what it's supposed to be, because it's not supposed to be able to be redeemed like a lot. Obviously, it would kind of... people could just override each other's renaming. Can you name a rocket? Yeah, we can name a rocket. We got the new hydrogen rocket here. We could certainly name that. Oh, by the way, we have to delete this. Pretty sure that's what it's supposed to be. Yeah, we can name this rocket here is the Daring. I'm pretty sure we can rename it from Daring. Again, not exactly sure how, but I did it before in the last playthrough. I'd have to figure it out here. We're sort of frozen. There it is. It's possibly this one. Test rocket. There it is. So yeah, I can definitely name a rocket. Okay, so we're gonna start putting liquid hydrogen, liquid oxygen in these guys here. Again, so I want to make like a wall here because this is... I don't want it to be... It's too close to the rocket exhaust, I think. So I'm gonna turn that off or whatever. Make it so it's not so not interacting. Spacefarer. Yeah, with this one, the spacefaring module. You just go to rename this rocket on the spacefaring module, and you can change it. I just named the test rocket. Towering Ben, what's up? Evening, Ethan. Working late, so stream will be the white noise. Perfect. Thank you so much, Towering Ben, for coming by. Appreciate your support. Okay, so let's keep going on. What's flooding here? The electrolyzer. Oh, yeah, we got to come back on this asteroid and fix that at some point. We're just going to suppress that for now because, so what happened here is I'm pretty sure I put this iron in here to heat up the atmosphere and be space farter. Okay. I will name it space farter. I put too much water in here when I loaded this. So let's go and rename this one to space farter for Chewy. Not sure why it's disabled. Here. Space farter. There you go. That is yours. Okay, I need to get some. So we're doing pretty good here. We are freezing it, which is kind of annoying, but okay, we can always recirculate that. Let's do minus 260 for now. What's the freezing temperature, by the way? Hydrogen. Liquid hydrogen is -2. Yeah, so if we go minus 260, that will be 274. So probably we're still too hot or too cold. Let's do 255. False advertising. It isn't a natural gas rocket. Just farting around in space. That's true. I guess it is not. You guys, does anyone here watch or remember Beavis and Butthead? I don't know, the episode where they're auditioning to be like a NASA astronaut or whatever. Oh man, it's just bad. Okay, let's connect this. So I was going to put, I guess, bridges here. I forgot what I was planning. I was probably planning to move this water. Of course. I am the great Cornelio. The movie was amazing. Okay, so let's do this. Let's get a rocket mission going while we're waiting for all this stuff. Pretty sure this is all loaded, ready to go. Yeah, we got a ton of oxygen. We got a ton of supplies, power banks, all that stuff. So we're pretty much ready to go. Let's send this. I'm not sure where to send this mission because we like everything's already like there's nothing to mine out that I can reach. That's interesting. I wouldn't mind going to discover what these are, but I feel like the hydrogen rocket would just be way better for that. I could go back to Wadito, or I think it's not Wadito. It's Freeziol that I have to do some work here. So I might go back here. Yeah, I'll send my duplicants back to Freeziol. I think that's the play here. Let's go and select crew, summon crew, select destination. We'll go to Freeziol. This is just farther than the rocket is equipped to go. Well, do I not have? Oh, I don't have. Okay. I need to get oxidizer. Have you seen the great Ryan Gosling on SNL Beavis and Butthead skit? I have not. I don't watch TV or have cable or anything, so I don't get to see SNL unless it's on my YouTube feed. Okay, so we'll get some oxalite in here. Our duplicants are busy, by the way. I did queue up some stuff for them to do, so they have been doing something while I've been here. I guess not everything that they could be. They haven't even finished these ladders yet. And also, so as I'm accumulating more carbon dioxide, it's starting to push up all my chlorine gas and my sour gas. It's basically starting to push it out of the base, which is fine. I don't mind having just an entire asteroid of carbon dioxide, but I would probably like to, at some point, I don't know, vacuum it out. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I don't know if it's worth going through all that effort either. I'm going to open these up. That might be bad. Well, I have this storage tank here, so it's not the worst thing in the world. It's I guess I could dig this out. Start by coming down here, making some more room, and then try not to try not to overfill this and send it over. Hey, what's up, Rodrigo? Thanks for your subscription on YouTube. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you coming by. How are you doing tonight? Let's just start digging a little bit of things out. Hopefully not get our duplicant stuck while we wait for this rocket to be built. Duplicant is ready from the printing pod. Nice. I'll take the seal. I don't really need the seal at the moment, but so we're getting pretty close to this asteroid being sort of done. So there are things that I want to do, but like realistically, the star map is almost entirely discovered. The tear will be shortly thereafter. I do have the tear opener right here, ready to go. So I just have to fill it with radiation. That's probably going to take a couple cycles. I forgot how long that takes. It takes quite a long time though. So probably we got another, I would say a month or two, which sounds like a long time, but because I don't stream a lot, after that I'll have to start looking for a new planet to play. So it's going to be an all duplicant playthrough, or at least an all duplicant start. So if you guys have any suggestions, or if you have a really fun asteroid, you can email me, or email will probably be best, or post it in the Discord, and I will check it out and see if it's something that I would want to play on in the future. You can find skits on YouTube. I might look that up because I love Beavis and Butthead. Please put in second small oxidizer tank on both petroleum rockets. Well, these ones are about to be deleted. We're moving to the hydrogen rocket. Kim. But by the way, thank you for joining the stream, Kim. Yeah, so this one's basically done. I can start deconstructing all this. Hopefully the petroleum ends up in buckets. I'm not sure if it does. But yeah, we're gonna get rid of this altogether. Spacefaring module, get rid of that. Basically everything can go. This one's going to land on the nearest planetoid, so it won't be necessary. And then the hydrogen rocket will basically take care of everything that we need to do. This is not ideal, of course, so we'll take this out so we can actually get by. This is interesting. I have some automation wire left there. Glad to see you using the orbital delivery. I was yelling at you about. Love that thing. I remember you yelling at me for that. That was funny. Yeah, I am using it now. It works great, but I forget to deploy it a lot. So I don't even know what I have in here. It's been a minute since I played. Gold is not bad. I have a lot of gold, so not a big petroleum mess. Well, luckily it ended up in the bin. Hey Kim on Twitch as well. Thanks for checking me out on Twitch. Elusive Ocelot, what's going on? Oh yeah, LOX and LH2, let's go. Big petroleum. Yeah, so almost there. We just have to, I have to start condensing the oxygen. I have a lot of oxygen already started here. So let's see where I'm at. I keep getting distracted here. So I gotta go across. I almost forgot how to play. It's been a minute. This is gonna go. It's going to load this way. So I want to come across like that. We'll go in, and then this will leave in that direction. So this is wrong. This has to be flipped. And then yeah, that's fine. Go in like that. Take the water out, and then that should be okay. I'll work on making the piping a little bit more streamlined after. I don't really care about that too much right now, as long as I have something here to make it work. Obviously, I need this thing. Put that guy in there, and then do that, and then we'll start getting that loaded up with super coolant. Have you looked at any of my Factorio videos? Oh, I saw them. I saw them on my feed, but I have not had a chance to watch any videos lately. I have not been on the internet at all, aside from my latest video. But I will put that in my queue, Stringer. By the way, everyone in chat, if you guys would like to see a Factorio playthrough, Stringer is doing one right now. He also does Oxygen Not Included playthroughs. So go check out Stringer 207 if you guys are interested. No, I saw them in the feed, but I have not had a chance to watch anything lately. just been super tired from working and in general life. Deconstruct all this. Okay, by the way, let's do some blueprints. Factorio is a game that I want to learn. Oh, nice. Cool. That's true. But I don't think I have the time to learn it. So I will have to forever stick to watching playthroughs of it because it's just not a game that I have the time to learn. There's like almost no way I could possibly allocate any time to it. Deconstruct this thing, deconstruct that. Some automation that we can deconstruct. Get rid of everything. And then start doing the filling with liquid oxygen, liquid hydrogen. So this is going to go inside there. This should be turned up a little bit. It's not a lot of steam in here anyway, so it is. I mean, these things are working at 150 degrees, so that's not too bad. I guess we are making more heat than I thought we were. 160 to 170, mid 160s over here, 150s over here. So I might even expand this room maybe later on. Stringer says, I'm running a map called Rail World. The resources are more dense but scattered farther apart, and then the enemies have a setting of a death world. More spawn, evolve, expand, death rail world. That sounds pretty epic. I have no idea about the enemies in that game, but hey, what's up? Not sure. Okay, Muhammad just subscribed on YouTube. Thank you so much for your support, Muhammad. Appreciate you stopping by. There's a lot more arcade play type with killing the aliens. You don't have to do stuff like the LCD type number displays of inventory count and such. Yeah, I mean, I've heard nothing but good things about RimWorld, to be fair. It is... Everyone praises the game as being one of the... Like, sort of like Oni, but, you know, also different in its own way. So, yeah, nothing but good things about RimWorld. Let's get some super coolant in here. I have plenty of it. Let's do that. Maybe put some in here, I suppose. And then this should be liquid oxygen is a lot easier to make, right? So let's go here. Yeah, so minus 200 will basically be good. If it's, I'm pretty sure I want to do it if it's above. Yeah, minus 200. Some broken pipe here again. Probably from the steam. Okay, so this should be full now. Ready to go for the next mission. Summon crew. Destination to Freezeal, I think. Is what we want to go to. Yeah, Freezeal. Yes, this is the one. We'll try to fix the Spam or the Hydra. Oh, did someone get stuck? I heard a notification go off, but I don't know who that was. Oh, I've seen... I also saw Francis John's been uploading again on YouTube. But again, just haven't had a chance to... I mean, he's been uploading... what's it called? That zombie game. Forgot what it's called. He's been uploading the zombie game for a couple months, I think. And now he's back to doing Oni Let's Play. Or Oni playthroughs. And again, I just haven't seen it. Haven't had time. But yeah, he's the GOAT. I learned a lot. Or probably most of... How to Get Through Early Game by Francis John. So Francis John and what's the other one? OG Fungus and Magnet. So it's nice to see him back in the Oni community there. Oh, he's never left, but you know what I mean, like the videos. And I love listening to Francis John's commentary. So he's very excellent. Hey, what's up, Mart? Hello. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Yeah, welcome back, everyone. It's been a minute since I've been here. I could not make it on Sunday. I was just like dead. So apologize for missing the stream. And we're back now, back to the usual schedule. I'll be back Friday as well. And we'll try to get all this all this stuff, some progress made. Okay, how are my duplicants doing down here? They got this starting to dig out. I know these ladders are too close together, but don't really care about that right now. Get these things and these things all dug out. May as well start to get these entirely dug out. Why not? Put some dig commands there. I'm pretty sure these are all rummaged. Yeah, we got the warm coats from them, so they can be deleted as well. Hopefully they don't get stuck. And of course we have the water flowing from here. Perfect. Maybe we'll just go in like that, start digging all that out. And then just start deleting everything, basically. These ones are already rummaged as well. Let's take those out. Okay, one more. Oh, I think my duplicants were in here already, right? Yeah, so they're already in here. Whoops. I took out I don't need any more data banks, so I took that thing out. And basically, yeah, I'm ready for the rocket mission. None. Let's go ahead and send it. Stringer says, I probably downloaded 3 different games just by being influenced by Francis. I gotta find the time to go catch on his new Oni playthrough. Yeah, I've always enjoyed Francis. He is definitely the goat of one of the goats of the Oni community for sure. He plays a little bit different than I do, so I mean, I think most people play the game differently than each other, right? Kind of how Oni just happens to work out, but body temperature's hot in here. Wow, really? I mean, I guess it. Why is this one in? Oh no, are they delivering like very hot dirt from something? They're probably delivering dirt from here that's incredibly hot. So you know what? I think it's time to start automating the dirt here. Maybe sending it through a chiller first. So, and then just having the what's it called? The auto sweeper do that. That might be a fun thing to do on this episode. Okay, so let's do a conveyor receptacle. Gotta find where my keys are. It's been like I said, it's just been a minute here. Well, first of all, where are we gonna get this dirt from? The chilled dirt. We already have a chiller here that's doing a lot. Like this is already backed up with igneous rock and sedimentary rock, so there's no point in doing anything in there. Also, by the way, this should not be working. This one should actually be disabled. This is like the range that is the overflow range. This is the only range that I really care about. How did we get liquid nuclear waste in there? That's all right. Looks cool. Imagine if I broke the infinite storage with all this water in it. That would be awful. Okay, so the chiller. Where can I get a chiller for the dirt? I cannot have my duplicants loading dirt that is that hot. Probably the gold volcano is the best, but it's so far away. I'd have to build. I guess it's not that big of a deal. Hey, what's up, Uther? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing, Uther? Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've been here. Did not make it on Sunday. And now I am back. Back figuring out solutions to non-problems. Basically. See where we are. We're still 1.2 cycles away. So we're still good. Okay, and then let's make sure we don't overfill this. It's looking pretty good. We can disconnect the super coolant. I think I caught that just in time. Wow. Are you guys impressed or what? That's like the first time ever that I did not overfill the aqua tuner loop. Actually, I think I filled it exactly. And I just nonchalantly caught it exactly at the right time. So, thank you, Phil. I am impressed as well. You know, I've been taking creatine, and they say it's supposed to make your brain function better. There you go. I should be sponsored by creatine. That's proof right there that it actually does help. I broke my infinite storage just on my last episode at the end. I kind of expected more, to be honest. I think the CPU just kind of deleted most of because there was too much. Yeah, that's always fun to do. I did that on my last playthrough. I will probably do it again this episode, but the water has nowhere to go here. Like I have it, it's such a tight space. Like where's it gonna go, right? It's just gonna try to flow down here, and then it's gonna take forever. So I might do something more drastic. Make sure your doctor okays your kidney function when you take that. I will, Kevin. I will ask them. They always ask me if I'm taking any supplements, but next time I go there, I will definitely. It's not a lot. I just I read on I think it was Reddit. I was reading or something. I don't know. I read it somewhere that creatine is supposed to be extremely good for not just for like bodybuilders, but also to help. It has like something in it that's supposed to make your brain function better or something. And so I bought a case off Amazon, and so far so good. Just my second day on it, so just have to. I put it in with my coffee. It's surprisingly amazing that it doesn't like you don't taste anything. But yeah, I did verify it on a couple different sources though, so I didn't just. Well, I mean, it's all, you know, people talking about their experiences with it, but I did see if that was actually true on multiple accounts. If it's on the internet, it's true. People never lie on the internet. That would be mean. It's especially true when you hear it from an AI. AI definitely never lies or hallucinates. So, like omega-3 and 6, yeah, something like that. Like I don't know exactly what that is, Phil, but something along the lines of, hey, this is like stuff that your brain should get that your brain normally doesn't get because just how life is these days, and it's probably something you should take. So I was like, okay, cool, let's try it. And yeah, so far so good. Like I actually felt great this morning. I don't know if it was just because I got the proper amount of sleep yesterday, or I mean that could have been the case because my sleep isn't the best. But yeah, it could have been that, or it could have been the fact that or it could have been just the placebo effect of, you know, taking creatine for one day and then thinking that you're like a superhero or something. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, I guess I'm just gonna let all this water fall to the end here. I think it's time to start digging out the base and, you know, making everything look cool. So I don't really care if the water, there's nowhere the water can really go that's going to be that detrimental, I don't think. So, oh, by the way, we are here. We are at Freezeal. Sorry, I'm like chronic. Oh, I should have landed here. Dang it. I'm like chronic pausing. Yeah, this is not the ideal place to have the oxygen canister. So that's too bad. Okay, I have to get back in here and we have to do something about this because this has broke. So now I have to come back over here, put the high pressure gas vent. I'm not even sure why. Oh, this was supposed to be loading oxygen, I suppose. Oh, that's interesting. Whatever. Gotta turn these on. Let's put these on max. And then have to bust open the Hydra again because I broke it. So probably the easiest way, I would think, is going in here, here, and then bust open these two. The water's gonna fall and I can sweep it up. That's probably best case. Gotta do the whole map, letting all the liquid drop, and then set in project the big slur. Yeah, I really want to dig the whole map. I've never, like, it's kind of funny. I've never ever dug the whole map before. Usually, yeah, it's almost worthless to have that there. Usually, I end the game long before I dig the whole map. It's usually not a priority of mine, but I've seen some of the astros that you guys have submitted. I think Roozle Doozle's one. I think yours is one, Stringer, where you guys, and of course, other people as well. But in particular, you guys that have submitted these beautiful asteroids, like very spacious asteroids with a ton of like free space. Really want mine to look like that at some point, but I just usually don't prioritize it. All right, let's try to do this right this time. This shouldn't be that hard. Like, honestly, I lost focus last time I was doing this, and that's why I didn't achieve the result that I wanted. So basically what happened, well, let's go ahead and just move this stuff. Can I sweep this anywhere? I don't think there's a... Oh, they can. Okay. Where are you guys going to sweep it to? Oh, it's in here? Okay. So Brine will put this here. This doesn't have to be swept. But then we got to rebuild this. Pretty sure this goes here, and then I put a regular tile here. I can just open my Hydra, I guess, and see. Small Hydra. I really don't want to mess this up. Okay, yeah, so I need the whole left side to be insulated. So I need these to be insulated. Like this. Or something. I'll have to go back to here. I always forget the Hydra. I'm the blueprints are a lifesaver. Okay, so yeah, I want it to look like this. So down, and then a little thing like that, and then okay, cool. And then like a little T. It's like a Tetris. Just gonna Tetris the thing. Like this. Put that there. And then yeah, these are going to be... Okay, now we gotta empty the brine. You gotta learn the keys. M to mop. I do have to learn the keys. You're right. You are absolutely right. Any more brine here? Relocate. The keys are probably my worst part about the game. I don't know any of the keys. I know like I know WASD. Is there more brine here? Why can... Oh, that's the liquid. Okay, on the bottom. Now, I should be able to just empty this water and then put some more water here. And then just not put too much this time. Let's just watch it. Okay, that's probably good. I like where I'm sitting there. And then, please, Ulti, can you please move? Put this guy... Deconstruct... Put that there. Oh, actually, no. Let's go back to here. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be... Yeah, that's supposed to be that thing. This goes like so. We can sweep all this. C to cancel, X to deconstruct. Okay, X to deconstruct. A to sweep. Oh, that's way over there. You know, when I first started playing PC games, I was like... This doesn't make any sense. I just want to use a controller. But now, ever since I started playing like Oni and like, you know, games like this where I'm sort of required, like it just doesn't work with a controller. I have no choice. Okay, now I have to... this should... I think I can get this to work. Maybe. Anyways, it's proper. It's vacuumed out. Almost. Hey, what's up, Wacko? Appreciate you joining on Twitch. How are you doing? Hello, hello. This game would be so painful with a controller. I played City Skylines with a controller on PS4, and it wasn't that bad. Now, of course, this game has a lot more to it. But they somehow made it work, and it was pretty impressive. So, but yeah, it would be hilariously bad with a controller. Honestly, the next consoles should just have a keyboard option, because I think, well, there's been rumors that the next Xbox, whatever the next Xbox will be called, is going to feature. I don't want to. The oxygen can be relocated to here. Is going to feature like the ability to play all PC games or something. So if that's the case, they should just make it so it comes with like an Xbox controller slash keyboard thing, right? So how are you going to play certain games on the next Xbox? What is that thing you have there in between the two locks? This one here. Is this what you're asking about? This thing here is one complete build. It's the Airlock Door. It's a mod. So it's basically like having a liquid lock. Not really, actually. I played it on Steam Deck for a while. I started that save game you have trouble with for like the first 800 cycles. Really? You have to pause though. I want to see you start that Hydra. I have problems getting them perfect from the get-go. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. I'm not sure if it's set up correctly. I'm pretty sure this is... I have to like raise this up a bit. But now it's hard because these things are in the way. So... But yeah, I'll show you how... If this is built correctly, I'll show you how this is supposed to work. Thanks for the airlock mod. It saved me a huge headache the other day. No worries, Uther. I'm glad it helped. Yeah, I'll show you how to set it up, Phil. Like how you pre-start it, but I might not have the tiles in the correct locations. All right, I'm just gonna warn everyone. I mean, really, all I have to do is put this here, because this door's already constructed or whatever. So if anything, it's gonna be a janky Hydra, but I think I just might need that because all I'm doing is like I'm not very well versed in like where all the oxygen and hydrogen spawns or whatever and how this should be set up. I just copy the build that works, right? So, but I will show you how to get it started. That part I do know how to do. We have a little bit of an issue, and that is that we're just keep running out of power, but hopefully we can get to it by the end of this episode. I also like to make sure that I have more, even though the liquid is heavier, like the brine is heavier than the water, I try to keep the liquid on the bottom to be more than that of the liquid on the top. I don't know if it's just like I'm a little bit superstitious about that. So it seems to not work out sometimes if I have more liquid on the top than on the bottom. So just a heads up. I don't know if that actually makes a difference. I haven't really bothered to test it, but it's something that I've always tried to remember to do. I don't always succeed, but nonetheless. Yeah, that's I don't have Steam Deck, so I didn't know that, Kevin. I thought this game would be a lot harder if it did not have a keyboard. Glorious mods, I wish Ani just made that thing real instead of millions of liquid locks over. Yeah, exactly. Well, there needs to be a better solution for the liquid lock that is not the airlock door, because the airlock door is so slow, and you kind of need the liquid lock for areas like this where you just want your duplicates to kind of go through really quick. I mean, is it really that slow? Like, no, I guess it's not in the grand scheme of things. Like it's milliseconds per cycle that your duplicates are taking. Not sure why I have the bionic power. There is power banks here. I have 40 units, so I don't want to hear any complaints, guys. Okay, you have more than enough power. If anything, you guys are gonna get stressed out before you run out of power. So, also I have salt water on there. Hell yeah, I'll take the salt water. Not sure how the salt water ended up there, but that's okay. I'll take it. Now I also have to, I kind of need somebody here to do this filling. Actually, I don't have to vacuum this out anymore. This one can stop. I only have to vacuum this. So I close this door. This should vacuum out itself. And then this can maintain the oxygen. Now what I do have to do, which I already messed it up actually. I have to come back in here. Where's my hydrogen? Do I have hydrogen? I may have to bring hydrogen. That is unfortunate. I don't think I have hydrogen here. I do have hydrogen gas. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. Nice. So we're going to relocate this to here. Obviously, I have to come back in and deconstruct these. Turn this off for the time being. Relocate the hydrogen. Okay, then we're going to rebuild these 2 tiles. Actually, no, I need that. How am I going to do this and make it work? I almost need this to be here. Make it work correctly. So I think we'll do that. Because I have to empty this. And it's going to obviously make its way into this area. Yeah, I might... This wasn't very well planned out. So I apologize for that. If you guys are looking for a robust Hydra startup tutorial, I acknowledge that this is not it. Let's delete that and then just put another airlock door here. That should be okay. I think the extra buttons really help with the gameplay though. So maybe most controllers are lacking a bit. Yeah, most controllers are like, they should definitely come with the paddles on the back by default, for sure. For sure, I 100% agree. I really need this conductive wire done. It's already done. Okay, cool. Like that would give you so many extra usage. Like even if you did like a paddle on the back and then you do a modifier, that would be ideal. So anyways, this is probably fine now, I think. If anything, it might cause issues because it's on top of here, but whatever. If you get anything from this Hydra startup tutorial, it'll be how to do the process, but just make sure you build it correctly. So I'm committed now. Let's go ahead, turn that on, vacuum this out, and hopefully we have enough power to finish the job here. I wish I had like anything on this asteroid that was remotely useful for power that was not ox or not water. Oh, and I wasn't meant to dig out more of the ice. I just remembered that. Oh well. Okay, so yeah, unfortunately, we're really lacking on the power side of things, so it's just taking forever. Not a lot of output from these solar panels. 22 watts each. And plus, we're trying to load this, so taking forever. Let's go back here, make sure our meteor defense is good. It is working the way it's supposed to. And then let's see, we have a little bit of liquid oxygen. Nice. So we have fulfilled. This door's intentional, so that's fine. I kind of want some oxygen in here actually, so we'll open that up. This is also good. This is just so I can come back in here and actually put a pump in here, which I should probably do now because it's going to be slightly warm. So obviously, it's going to melt a whole bunch of. Oh, I have to. Of course, I would do that. So I'm gonna have to open up here. Let's do something like this. We're gonna take this out. Oops, get the cut tool. And then I have an extra space, so hopefully it doesn't get stuck. And then from here, we can build a pump. Where's the pump? Put the pump here. I guess we'll use gold, whatever. Doesn't really matter. And then open this door up so my duplicates can get in. And then we'll do the same thing here. I think I'm going to brick this now because I'm pretty sure it's too many. Yeah. That's okay. We'll just go do this. Not a big deal. And then again, we'll build another pump here. And then that will be how we extract. Building melted. That's fine. Okay, let's go back to freeze heal. All the duplicants work on that. And let's take a look. Vacuum. Perfect. So now we have oxygen, atmosphere, and we just have to open this hydrogen gas. I'm going to save here just in case I mess this up. Sorry, I missed a couple of messages here. Stringer said, The airlock door is really nice for when you're setting up an area and then in and out. Yeah, exactly. Liquid locks are more permanent, although there's always visco gel. That's true. Visco gel. Oh, we don't want to be vacuuming this out. So now that it's like set up, all we have to do is bring water to it. So let's do that. Our duplicants might start to be a little bit... Well, you know what? I don't have any water right now, so maybe what we'll do is we'll put this here, build this down, and the only problem is our water's going to be so cold. Like, it's almost better to just send it here for the time being. Do I have any water in here? I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah, I do have lots of water, so I could get it started up just so we can see how that works. See if I can... Can I build that? Unreachable. Delete this. That should be okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe not. 1, 2, 3, 4. I might have to put a thing there. I don't need the telescope anyway, so I'll take that out. And then go back to Freezeal. The output pipe. Maybe we'll put some water in there. Right over the exhaust. That sounds perfect. Just like that. They can reach this? All right, cool. So I'll just deconstruct this for now, just so I don't have it like permanently set up. Let's see. On that planetoid, I turned the volcanoes into power, got positive power. Yeah, of course, I could use the volcanoes. I just want a little bit of oxygen so I can have a... So my goal for this playthrough is to have a duplicant on living on every single asteroid. It's just one of the self-imposed rules that I wanted to do on this one. Circuit overloaded. Okay, I don't care about that. That can actually just be deconstructed. And then this one, same thing. I actually would not care to have radiant liquid piping there. Hey, what's up, William? Sure, pump liquid hydrogen into radiant pipe while the while the pipe is sitting next to a hot hydrogen vent. Yeah, why not, right? Oh, I just deleted my pump. I didn't mean to delete the pump. I wanted to delete that. Oh well. Okay, let's go with the ceramic. Of course, let's see. Do I have power here? Yes, I do. So these are already powered up, ready to go. Probably not the best idea then to... it doesn't matter. They can't pump because they don't have an output. Okay, let's go back to Freezeal. Pretty sure these guys are going to be pretty stressed. I still forget to have Sunny in this position, but let's stop this one for now. Put this on 1, and then get this done instead. Then at least I can send these duplicants back, get every little bit of water out of here, and then... oh yeah, by the way, I have to unload the cargo as well. I don't think I need cargo here. How much gold do I have? I have lots of gold. I have 12 tons of refined metal. It must be all steel, but I have lots of refined gold here, so... Or metals, rather. Then I just have to build this. Low clearance. I'm not sure what that means, but rocket platform. I wanted to land here, but I forgot to change it, so that's fine. Okay, is this coming out? Let's see. Oh, we just have to finish that. Plastic ladder. Please tell me they can do this. I do have plastic here. I could just make it out of something else. There. They should be able to reach that now. We'll leave a little bit of water in here for that, and then the rest of it can go. Okay, so let's go back to Freezeal. And let's see if this works. This is going to be interesting. So this has, I think, power. Let's see, we have our everything set up. We have our gases mixture set up. I'm not sure if this layout, again, just to preface this, if you guys are like trying to follow this as a guide or whatever. Not sure if this layout is correct for the Hydra, but we're about to find out. Actually, let's just do save in case I mess it up. Then I can just correct it while the water's already in here. Okay, fingers crossed, knock on wood. Seems to be working. Seems to be working, so that's cool. We're gonna have power here now, as long as we have water. Definitely, I want to make it so if this is not turning on right now, so let's just put that to 1 gram and below to 1 gram. So they're both off. And then take these out. So there you go. That's a Hydra startup. I can't believe that worked first time. I usually have a lot more problems than that. And then we can send these guys back. So now we can have power, hydrogen generators, actually. Let's do that. Hydrogen generator, where is it? Right here. I guess definitely steel because we're gonna have overheat problems. Yeah, we're just out of water, no, we're out of power, so it can't run. But that's okay. Let's have it run itself. So let's put this, I guess, right here. And then, yeah, I guess I can just go like this for the time being. And then pipe the hydrogen right into here. And then, of course, a smart battery. I would love a smart battery. I do have a smart battery here, but it's way the hell over there. So we'll put it here. This might overheat because I don't have any cooling for it, except I guess I do have a little bit of oxygen and like residual, but let's do this. And then we'll do this immediately. Yeah, we'll do all this immediately. So the second didn't start because I messed up with the piping. So like I said, the functionality is fine. What's not fine is how I built it. And I only realized the second one was not going to work when it was already too late. Should be easy to fix though. Just have to build a ladder here and do that. I can reach it from here if I deconstruct this. But realistically, do I need to do that? I mean, one Hydra can support one hydrogen generator and 8 duplicates. Oh, sorry, 1 electrolyzer. So, yeah, I will fix it. How about that? I'll just take this out for now, and then I'll build the second ladder. You have an ice biome down there. Why build in a place overheat? I wasn't really planning on. I wasn't really planning. That's pretty much the gist of it. Let's do 80 to 20, I guess. Now suppress current. I don't need that. These things I really don't need working, but they're kind of just using power for no reason right now. But maybe I could just bypass this guy. Let's go like that. This will be useful eventually when I have someone living here, but not right now. Also the airlock for the Hydra is like God tier, I think. That is so useful. You can just keep going back in and you don't have to commit to building it correctly the first time. So hopefully they can get it done quick so we can this one, if it's above 1, we can send it. Actually, we'll keep minimum of 1,000 grams. That'll be like emergency reserve power or whatever. Oh no, now we have to get out. Let's get out before you lose power. Shouldn't lose power now because of this, but there we go. We just need more water. Okay, let's go. Let's send these guys back home. They did a really good job, actually. And then launch the rocket. Hopefully we don't fry everything. And then, of course, I want to launch on this side next time. I cut the pipe up to the payload opener. Oh, that's true. I could do that as well. It's not. I don't think it's currently using. Oh yeah, we'll cut it. We don't really need it. Oh, by the way, Joe Sir, welcome to the stream. Towering Band says best tip for starting Hydras is automation wire for direct control. Yeah, I usually put automation wire. This one did not because I just wanted, like, you know, just kind of a small Hydra to support like one duplicate here. I do usually use automation. I find it incredibly helpful. Like here on my main Hydra, I have automation for the top row and the bottom row. Because I don't really have to run the top row, right? I have way more than enough hydrogen, and I'm making way more than enough oxygen, even with now that they're going to be producing liquid on both sides. I don't need to do that anymore. Let's get rid of this though. What is this? Liquid hydrogen? I guess we can just empty that. Cancel sweep and empty. And then aluminum can be extracted. What's blocked? Something is happening in here. I'm not sure why. Liquid oxygen at minus 201. Oh, it's heating up. It's probably heating up and turning into oxygen. So once we have like a full tank of liquid oxygen, that'll be rectify. It's messing with the flow. Add a bridge to correct the flow. Which one is messing with the flow? Sorry, that message might have come in when I was on a different screen. It's messing with the flow. Add a bridge to correct the flow. Is that with the Hydra here? Something is messing with the flow. Oh, it's this one. Yeah, this one can be deleted now. I don't have any water here anyway, but I got the water from the rocket, and I don't have any more. I need that mod that does the quick switches. Yeah, it's super useful. You don't realize how good that mod is until you have it. I just hold shit. That's okay. So there you go. I do know another command besides the ones that you guys were trying to tell me. It's hold shift to function the signal switch. Okay, let's go ahead. And I guess the rocket's on its way back, so we'll land here. And then we're pretty much ready for... Yeah, this can be redirected as well. Just bring it down here. I guess I don't really care if it's too hot when it comes in. Oh, by the way, I can also... yeah, I don't... Is there any... It's a vacuum right now, so I can probably open that in. Get some more. And then this one's just going non-stop, so that's good. I should probably put a hydro sensor here. Just in case or something. Seems like a good idea. I don't know. And then maybe a hydro sensor here, so I'm always covering the liquid. I think that would also be pretty good. Some sort of automation for this for sure. Let's just add this for now. I might add something to that in the future. Oh, snap. So it's not a mod. It is a mod. Sorry, Phil. I might have misspoke there. It's a mod, but the mod requires you to hold shift to... hey, Towering Ben, resub for 3 months. Thank you so much for your tier 1 subscription, Towering Ben. Really appreciate your support. Prime subs this stream from Babaka and also Towering Ben with the 3-month tier 1. Thank you so much, guys, for your support. Really appreciate that. Yeah, so that's my bad, Phil. It's I just explained that incorrectly. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying the stream to support me. That is so it makes me feel so good that you guys are enjoying your time here hanging out. And you got bits early. Did I didn't see that. Oh no, don't tell me I missed that on my thing here. Where does I got the resub. I'm not seeing bits anywhere. Let me reload my iPad here. Or you know what? I'll just open the chat here. I can't believe I missed the bits. Did I really miss the bits? Hold the message auto mod. Yeah, I'm not seeing the bits. If I did miss the bits, I feel awful about that. I'm not seeing it anywhere though. Oh, Phil, that was Phil. That was right. Yeah, sorry, Phil. I did get bits. Phil, I am so sorry. That was right after you said petroleum mass. 245 bits. Thank you so much, Phil. I don't know why it didn't show anywhere. It's not on my stream manager on Twitch here. I had to go to my stream chat on Twitch to see it show up. Why? That's so weird. Why isn't it showing up? Why isn't anything showing up on here? I didn't see the new first-time chatter Kim. I didn't even see. Oh, I did see that actually. Bits. It made the sound, but no notification. Okay, I'm gonna look into that, Phil. All right. I'm gonna write that down right now. I really apologize for missing that. So let me write that down. Bits. No, that probably explains no notification. That probably explains the sound I heard earlier, but I didn't know what it was for. So I looked over and I didn't see it. Phil, I really appreciate that. I don't know why it's not showing on my stream manager though on my iPad. William, bits is like a way that people can support streamers on Twitch. So it's kind of like, I guess there's no YouTube equivalent. It's kind of like almost having a tip jar, kind of. And you buy tips, like you buy bits on Twitch, and then you, so you're not, like, I think it's, you buy bits through Twitch, and then you can have the bits available on your account to give to anybody on Twitch, not just a particular streamer. It's different than a sub, where the sub is directly supporting that streamer. The bits you can use anywhere you want. Almost kind of like Kicks as well. If anyone uses Kick, they have Kicks there. Yeah, it's in chat currency. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, so I really apologize for that, Phil. I don't know why I had to go to my Twitch chat, my live Twitch chat, to see it. I feel like Twitch manager or stream manager should show it. But I will correct that right after the stream. Thank you. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, so Prime sub, tier 1 from Towering Ben, and Bell with the bits. Really appreciate that, everyone. Thank you so much. Okay, this hydrogen rocket is pretty much ready to be filled, I think. Let's go ahead and... Now, of course, we're going to have the same problem as I had before, where probably will have a little bit of off-gassing as I'm delivering the hydrogen. This is in particular going to be a fun, crowded mess to get through. It's all good. No, I do need to apologize, because you know what? I don't want those things to go ignored, you know? That's not cool. So I do apologize, and I will, even if you don't feel like I owe you the apology, I still think I do. So I will definitely correct that, because you guys are working hard for your money, and I don't want to feel like if you're going to go above and beyond and support that you guys are not being acknowledged. So I have to rectify that for sure. Been tweaking my second attempt at the gunk boiler in the other window now to start the build. Good luck, Kevin. I am excited to see. Is there, like, okay, tell me this. Is there any benefit to the gunk boiler besides just having a cool build? Because the reason I ask is because unless you're running like a Biodupes only playthrough, I almost don't see... Oh, this is not going to work out well. Now that I have inputs, I definitely... Oops, that is not the command that I wanted to... Let's just deconstruct them until these are all done. And then we're going to deliver the hydrogen across space. So I have the least amount of off-gassing as possible. And of course, we'll have the rocket exhaust to deal with, but what can you do? We'll figure it out. Let's just go across like that. And then, yeah, we'll go down. I think we'll go down this way. I wish this was on the other side. Kind of... Oh, I ran out of ceramic. Bummer. I guess I'll use igneous rock from here. Whoops, that's going to be fun. So let's... let's do something like that. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll have a vent there. I'll have to make this... I want to get one mission done, and then I'll fix all this stuff later. It's not going to work properly right now, for sure. I don't want to have the same issues as I had in the last stream, or the last playthrough. Oh, this is... I don't know why I connected this with the wrong wires. So let's just rebuild all that as well. That looks really messy. There we go. That's the way it should be. And then we'll just deconstruct. Deconstruct, 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 deconstruct. So the reason I was asking is because unless you're doing like a biodupes only playthrough, you're not making enough gunk, and I don't think, to make it worthwhile. So is it actually worthwhile to make a gunk boiler, or is it something that's just like a really interesting and cool build? Having a use for gunk, really, says Kevin. Yeah, I suppose that's justification enough. You get petroleum from biodupe. It's from biodupe P. It's a miracle, much cleaner. True, true. Hey, what's up, Dwayne? What's going on? Welcome, welcome. Appreciate you guys all being here. No, that's true for sure. There's a use for it. I just have mine sitting in a tank, so I mean, I don't have a lot though. I think I have like 5 bionic duplicants and only 5,000 kilograms per tile of gunk in here. So, Dwayne, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I can convert Phyto tallow into crude oil equivalent if you loop them with that, or tallow as well. Interesting. What else can you do with gunk? Well, liquid LOX are my favorite thing to do with gunk, ever since I discovered the pretty purple that they are. I love the color purple, so I've replaced all my liquid LOX, except for this one yet. I haven't done that yet. This one, these are liquid LOX, and I guess I suppose I haven't done all of them. I haven't done these ones, but yeah, I really like the purple color. That's my favorite thing to do. You can use it for metal refinery loops because they have a very high boil rate, so they're great for doing exactly what I'm doing with petroleum here with the metal refineries. So you could do that. But other than that, I mean, yeah, turn it into petroleum. That's why I was wondering, like, I guess, like I said, if you have a biodupes only playthrough, I suppose this would be like a good way to make use of all the gunk that you would eventually accumulate. But if you have like 5 biodupes, not exactly sure if it's worth it at that point to set up the infrastructure. But, you know, everyone, to each their own, right? Like, I'm not trying to say there's a right way and a wrong way to do that. It's just, that's why I'm asking the question to you guys, like what you think of that. Okay, we got all this dug out now, which is really nice. Let's see who we got from I don't really need anything from the pod. Oh, nice. I'll take that though. Let's see if I can select it. Oh, I just missed it. Dang it. There we go. Okay, let's give it to... You know what? Let's give it to Travaldo, yeah. And then let's go ahead and give Sunny this position to our pilots, because I've been meaning to do that for the longest time. So here we go. We got a recharged. Let's go and give it to one of the ultis. Now I will save here. I'm going to try at least 1 or 2 save scums. I'm not going to do this a lot because this is going to be very, very boring, but apparently you have to do a save scum to get Sunny this position. So we'll go ahead. We'll try it. If it doesn't work within 1 reload, I'm just going to leave it and I'll do it off stream. And yeah, that's fine. It takes too long to load to like do this over and over. Okay, so not the worst thing, but that's not what I want. I'll just do one, reload. Gun can be used in your binged eater. Best way to piss them off for achievement. There you go. So that is definitely. I thought we saw that on stream. William was kind enough to show the binge eater achievement through the submission, asteroid submission. Bill asks William, they eat their gunk. Okay, let's do one more. If it doesn't work, then I'll just reload and keep going. I'm not gonna spend too much time on it. Okay, fingers crossed. Beefsteak. All right, not what we wanted. Let's keep going though. They slip and fall on it. Yeah, they... I always forget that exists. That's a funny animation. They just... they just can't get anywhere because they keep falling. I think that works with oil and petroleum as well, right? Is there anything else that I'm missing? Okay, so yeah, we're going to unassign Uti. I'll do that once the stream is over. Basically just trying to get setting this position so it makes it easier to keep them into on planetoids and stuff. This I can delete. I don't need a notifier in here. I have my critter is actually really good here, so make sure I didn't accidentally click off. Yeah, Stone Hatcher is good. We do have 182 tons of igneous rock, and we're also feeding them sedimentary rock. Okay, so now that this rocket is back, we no longer need it. I know it's kind of unfortunate that I've left it. I've left it for them to keep loading, but it's okay. I can start deconstructing everything, and then of course we'll get this completed, and then load everything into here. We'll just do something like this. And then, let's see, we can start loading the interior. Now, this is the rocket that we're going to eventually turn into, like, melted. So I'm not doing it this stream. There's not enough time for me to try to learn that. I'm going to keep the progress going, but I'm going to build a very small cabin in here just to get like, at least one mission done today, hopefully. And then we'll try to melt it on either Friday or Sunday. Hey, David, what's up? What trait do you want? I wanted Sunny Disposition. Sunny Disposition, so when they're on other planetoids, they get reduced stress. I'm pretty sure there's a mod that lets you select which trait. Really? Okay, I'll have to look into that. That might be easier than save scumming. Kind of like the same thing as building a natural tile. Like if you're gonna go do that, you might as well just, you know, just get your natural tile. You don't have to do the manual trick over and over. Okay, plastic tiles here. Maybe I should leave this one open so I can connect stuff to it, and then we'll build. Should we build? Yeah, I guess we'll build some storage. We'll do a floor of storage is here. I do need a telescope, probably. Not sure what else I could need at this point, but we'll put ladders in here. So this is the space farter that Chewie named. Basically ready to go for some mining expedition. Select crew. We're going to do 2 ultis. And this one's going to go... let's send it all the way over. Let's see if this is the Terror. That'd be kind of interesting. Oh, we'll pick up the bionic arm as well. So we'll put another module on here. Can I not build? Is it already max height? How high is this rocket? I guess I can't build another one? Or there's something that's preventing me from doing so. There's a lot missing on this rocket, so I hope I can build it higher. I might have to shorten it a little bit. How high is it? Where does it tell you the max height? I do not remember. Oh, it's max height. Yeah, okay. So, you know what? We'll take off cartographic. That's fine because we can just put all that stuff in the spacefaring module, and then we'll just add a battery or something. I hate mods, never use them in Ani. Fair. That's fair, William. Everyone has their own way of playing. LOX Tac, what's going on? I saw LOX and had to come check this out. Yeah, we got some LOX going on, LOX Tac. What do you think, LOX Tac? I need your approval. Am I making LOX correctly? If you fart and no one hears it, did you really fart? I mean, I fart on stream occasionally. I don't think you guys have ever heard it. So, judging by that standard, I don't think I have ever farted. I'm on cycle 3178. Nice, good job, Wayne. That's really far into the game. How's your computer holding up at that cycle? I need to upgrade my CPU to get to that cycle for sure. Unless the natural gas floating around just came out of nowhere. I don't know about that. I just finished recording an episode and I'm way behind this. LOX Tac, I might have to check out your channel. Let me put you in my little notepad here. Yeah, I'll check you out after the stream. What was your episode about? Dwayne, she is a beast. What? I just bought the Ryzen 7. I think it was the 9800X 3D. Let me check. I'll bring it. I'll show you guys. She is a beast. 580 Ti. Nice. That is impressive. Yeah, this is the 9800 X3D. Yeah, so I just got that. That's got to go in this PC, and I got the upgraded motherboard for it as well. And then this cost me a small fortune, but I got... This is like holding gold in this economy. Right? Luckily, it was on sale, but it's still more valuable than gold. LOX Tac says, continuing to build my spawn at around cycle 140 and digging down for oil. Nice. Good job, LOX Tac. Yeah, I'll definitely check out your channel. That sounds like something that I'd want to see. There's a couple of people on stream, by the way, in case you guys are wondering. So LOX Tac apparently does videos or episodes. And also Stringer 207 does Ani videos as well. So if you guys are interested in more Ani content, go ahead and check each other out. Stringer's currently doing a Factorio playthrough, though. He already finished his Ani playthrough. When did we get here, Mr. Loki? Hey, Mr. Loki, what's going on? Yeah, we ended up on hardware talk for a minute there. Just wanted to, well, we were talking. Dwayne was telling us how he's on cycle 3100 on Ani, and I said there's no way my CPU could handle that. So then I got into I just got the new CPU to upgrade because I want to be able to run this game a lot better at the higher cycles. Not just that too, but for other reasons. It was on sale, so I didn't pay full price for it. Okay, sorry, I keep getting distracted. Let's keep going on this. I'm not sure why I still have this intact, but let's just get all this dug out. I don't think I need that in there. And then also, yeah, everything here is pretty much dug out. Really nice. I have some fluxes here. And I guess it's almost time. I could probably just drop all this water. Let's keep going this way. Make this my mission to, while I'm talking here, to just get everything dug out. I don't think I need a cold biome for anything. I have more than enough cooling capacity coming from other areas in the base. So let's just dig this out. Watch, someone's going to jump on here and not build a ladder, and they're going to get stuck. I got the same CPUs as Dwayne. Yeah, I heard it's the best CPU on the market, so for gaming anyways. So I had to go with it, obviously. It wasn't as much. Like, I think it was $600 on sale here. So I feel like that's a pretty good deal. CPUs don't really go down in price all that much. Like if you look at kind of they launch at a high MSRP, but then they sort of even out, and that's kind of where they stay until they go on like a deep sale because they're trying to get rid of stock, which I don't think is a thing anymore. So I just went ahead and bought it for the $80 discount, or I think maybe $100 discount, whatever it was. And of course the RAM. I mean, who knows where the hell RAM's going to be in a year from now, and I needed to upgrade that as well. So it was also a small fortune, the RAM. Okay, I don't know why the duplicants are not building these. Like, is there oh, because sedimentary rock is like, it's scarce. That's why. All right, that's my bad. I did not realize I was on sedimentary rock. Okay, let's go ahead and do ceramic, and then an output pipe. Not over that. I have to move that up. That's a little bit better, I think. Actually, I would probably want to move. I really don't like having this all the way to the top, but it's definitely going to make it better up there. And then this thing, the spacefaring module, I suppose I could just lift it up one and just delete this thing. LOX says, I love Factorio 2, definitely going over there. Cool, yeah, go ahead and check them out. I got to cycle 400 with Bionic Duplicants only. Hell yeah, Mr. Loki. That's awesome. Good job. How was it? What was your hardest? What was the hardest challenge doing that? I'd really like to do a Bionic only playthrough at some point, and I think it's going to be easy. I think, but I'm not 100%. So, you got any tips? I'm definitely open to suggestions. Okay, now I can also add the artifact transport module. So now that's perfect. That is perfect. We added a bunch of good stuff. I got the same CPUs as Dwayne. I think I already saw that message. Kevin says, I was an early DDR5 adapter. So you're probably holding gold as well, Kevin, in your computer. Yeah, the prices are crazy right now. If you bought RAM, not even 6 months ago, you got an amazing deal. Okay, this just has to be connected down here. Don't know if can they get to that? Yeah, they should be able to get to that. I kind of want to do the same thing that I did last time, just so I can launch this rocket. Just have like an output if I have too much of it, because I don't want it to sit in the pipes and break. Even though it's probably gonna break anyways, but it just feels like the right thing to do, I suppose. Springer says Factorio is the best. I'm actually working on making some short blueprints for Factorio. It's tough. Bionic dupes are the best, though. Why do people even use normal dupes? See, that's the thing, though, Mr. Loki. I don't want to get attached to Bionic duplicants because I love the regular duplicants. I know how good they are because I've off stream, like for the video that I made, Bionic duplicants video. I knew it. Did I not say this was gonna happen? I knew somebody was gonna get stuck. Now, granted, I did say they were gonna get stuck here, but okay, there we go. They should be able to get out. There we go. That's what I'm afraid of, Mr. Loki, is that I start a Bionic duplicants only run, and that I never want to go back to regular duplicants. So I don't want to lose that that like charm about, you know, the bio dupes. Oh, the regular dupes that I have. This one can go up, I think. Actually, no, we'll keep it down here. We'll keep it down here, but we, you know what? Fine. Fine. I'm just going to move it to the bottom. This will actually help me out. This is not how a rocket looks in real life, but I will move it to the bottom. And then this will make it 10 times easier to do this. Like that. Cool. Now we can start the delivery process. We can also get water in here easier as well. So, you know, it's kind of a benefit all around. Not gonna lie. Let's do this. Yeah, we are melting a little bit there, but whatever. Not that big of a deal. Okay, let's go in here. Just build, just really quick. I want to get a mission done before the end of the stream. Let's do this. We'll go ahead and build some storage tiles here, whatever. We'll fill it with some storage. The wall toilet. And I will also catch up with chat in just a minute here. Hand sanitizer. Build that out of gold, put it here. They don't need to sleep, so that's fine. We'll put power banks in here. Eco power bank. Probably, I don't know, 40 kilograms. I forgot how many kilograms they weigh each. Gear bomb. Again, we'll put maybe, I don't know, 50. Forgot again. And then what else do they need? What else do I have in here? Gear bomb. Eco power bank. Oh, rad pills. Right, rad pills. I guess I can see here. So 1,000 kilograms is 50 units, more than enough. And then 1,000 is 13. So definitely got to make it more. So gear bomb 1,000, and then yeah, we don't need 500 or whatever, 50. And then the rad pills, basic rad pill. Okay, and then also we want to do oxygen. But let me catch up with the chat while my duplicates are doing this here. Dwayne says I paid $450 US for the RAM or for the CPU. I mean, I believe that for the RAM and the CPU. That's a really good deal for the CPU, though. That's basically what I paid for it, I think. Maybe a little bit less. But for the RAM, I mean, that's normal price for the RAM these days. It's crazy that I even have to ask that. I shouldn't have to ask if that's for RAM or a CPU. That's insane. On the DDR5 generation motherboard, the 7800X3D is within sight of the 9800. Yeah, there's not much difference. I'm almost certain, because I was doing a lot of comparison to see like where the best value is for the money. And the Ryzen 9 didn't have the same core speed as the Ryzen 7. So obviously, I went for the Ryzen 7. I don't need a Ryzen 9, and anyways, I don't need like 24 cores or whatever it has. But they're very close together. Like I could have even went with a Ryzen 5, and it would still have been a drastic update to what I have now. Right now, I'm running the Ryzen 7 5700X3D. I think it's a couple generations behind. I think it's one of the first X3D ones to come out, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong on that, but I know I was like super hyped about it when it's a great CPU, obviously. It's done nothing but good things for me. So ventilation, I guess we'll just put that there or whatever. Go up and into here. And then we'll also do a high pressure gas vent right there. Again, I'll change this. I just really want to get a mission done before I end the stream. So let's put that in there. Whoops, not that far. What am I building this out of? Sandstone is fine. Doesn't matter. Okay, water is good. Let's go back and then do the water, the plumbing. The output is here, I think. Now, I don't usually use a lot of water anyway, so... Oh, wait, what am I building this with? It's granite is fine. We'll just do that, whatever. I don't think I need that much water. You know what? Stop being lazy, Ethan. Just make it. Just make it properly. There we go. Okay, we'll do that. And then what else do I need? Let's go back to rover. We got the canister filler, oxygen, gear bomb, eco power banks, which we don't need any of. This is redundant. Let's destroy that. Let's destroy that. Destroy the gear bomb. Let's get that out of there. And then we'll put all this oxygen, I think. Oxygen. There's not enough in here to move. It's almost worthless. Yeah, this definitely does not have to be filled. Well, let's just forget about that. This rocket is done. It can all go in there. Okay, just to ask, Towering Ben says, just to ask, who has a good build for steam vent taming? I've seen so many builds. My biggest issue is dealing with the 90-degree plus water. Okay, so great question, Towering Ben. There's a couple things that you can do with the 90+ degree water. Let me show you what I'm doing here. Sorry, I missed that. That was a minute ago. So here is my solution. I'm just taking the water out of here into from this the steam turbines here, and I'm putting it into a storage. Okay, now I'm not using this storage for anything in particular, but let's just pretend that I would be using it for a Hydra. This is probably the best way, in my opinion, to use hot water, unless you absolutely need that hot water and you want to cool it down. You can cool it down with an aqua tuner. It's going to cost you a lot of power, but it's a lot easier to cool down the oxygen that you produce with the hot water than it is to cool down the water itself. So unless you really need water for anything other than oxygen, I would just send it into a Hydra or even a SPAWM. It doesn't have to be a Hydra. Just anything that makes oxygen, because the hot water, like this water is not hot because I have cooling from. So I'm like for example, I'm taking the 90-degree water from this water geyser, which is the same as the water that would be coming from the steam turbines here, and I'm running polluted water over it that's coming from a cool slush geyser. So this cool slush geyser has the very, very cold water here. I just take that. I put it over top of my water geyser, and then the water leaves at 27 degrees and the polluted water leaves at 31 degrees. That gets all thrown into the same pit together. So the water temperature here is like 25 degrees. And I'm sending that directly into my Hydra with no consideration to how hot it could actually be, which could be 95 degrees. Now, if this was 95-degree water, I think the oxygen that it produces would be slightly hotter, but it doesn't matter because oxygen is so easy to cool relative to how easy it is to cool water. So that's what I would do with it. Other than that, the water that comes out of here is a lot less than a full packet. So you technically could probably have an easier time cooling it if you're sending it through like a chamber or something. Or you could just send it directly into an aqua tuner loop if you really wanted to use this water in particular. So that's kind of my solution. If the water's too hot, make oxygen with it and just cool the oxygen. That's like, in my opinion, the best way to deal with hot water. If you really, really need hot water or like cold water for something, then obviously you have to think of a way to cool it, which would be an aqua tuner, some sort of aqua tuner unit. Mr. Loki says it's hard in the starting when you need to make batteries continuously, but very quickly it becomes fully armored. Yeah, that's exactly where my playthrough went. It was a little bit tricky at the start, but as soon as you have one eco battery charging, it's like game over. It's super easy. Especially now that they can be immune to... yes, exactly. LOX tech. Serial murderer says, I knew it. I knew they would try to kill this person. Did you see it? I was right. I was. Was I not? I mean, you can't dispute that. I was right. They did, in fact... They're going to get stuck here. Watch. I'm going to make a... I would bet this new ram stick that they're going to get stuck here. 100%. You watch. Actually, I take that back. That's a lot of money. I can't afford to be buying ram sticks like that. Okay, I think we're almost done. let's go ahead and I guess this is going to be red to start with. So let's just put a for now just to get this sort of loaded up. We'll do that, and then we can start piping, whatever. Good stuff. Oh no, not that. Whoa. Misclick. Wow, that was a bad misclick. Holy smokes! Can't believe I just did that. How did I go up instead of left, right? Anyways, we got the liquid hydrogen going down this way. Yep, that should be fine. And the oxidizer in there. And then the purpose of this is because I'm lazy and I'm just going to put too much liquid oxygen and hydrogen in these tanks. So any excess I want to just dump overboard. So they're not continuously breaking my pipe. That's what the function of this is, all right? It doesn't have to be there. There is way better ways to do that, but let's just go with it, okay? That's what I'm doing. Okay, so yeah, I don't want you guys to use this. It's very, very annoying. I don't know why you use the bathroom here. Like look, you guys have a washroom, a beautiful washroom here with a bunch of shine bugs. It looks all beautiful. Why do you use the hand sanitizer? You don't need to do that. Okay, we got oxygen here now. Let's go ahead and fill a ton of this up. And what else do I need here? Oh yeah, the telescope. Boom, put that guy here. Oh, and I need power. We got it all about power. The power fitting device. Guess we'll put that. Yeah, I can't go on the... Can I go on the top? Yes, I can go on the top. So that's fine. Use gold, purple gold. Yes, that's why there's a skill tree. Oh, I said second. One of us is fourth. Also make SPOM ASAP, like ASAP, and then oxygen in the canister fillers. Yes, exactly. Oh, see? Okay, who do you guys want to bet is trapped? There's 2 people trapped right now. Okay, so that's not where I said they would be, but it doesn't matter. They're still trapped. Hey, it never fails. Never fails. They will always figure out a way to get trapped. You know, if you guys didn't want to be trapped, you would dig this out first. Okay, okay, this is not the steam vent that I was looking at. It's actually way over here. Yeah, so it's not running right now. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Mr. Loki. That is what you need to do. Just get the Hydra or SPOM up right away. You can let the base be as hot as 50. That's true. You don't need any food, so you don't have to worry about bristle blossoms or early game mealwood or whatever. That is absolutely true. And you don't need seal scrubber. Yes, that is very, very nice. Hey, Richard, what's up? Richard says, hey, handsome. Thanks for joining, Richard. Appreciate it. How are you tonight? Welcome. By the way, welcome back, everyone. I'm just again. I did say this at the beginning of the stream, but I just want to apologize for missing. Oh, here we go. I just want to apologize for missing on Sunday. So we are back, and I'm also back on Friday night as well. Yeah, I know it looks bad, but it's fine. I will be back Friday night as well, and we'll do the viewer asteroid segment as well. Why did that one not need rad pills? Not sure. Let's go back in here. I have a couple rad pills in there. I don't know how many does that mean? 432 rad pills? Is that how many I have? A lot of rad pills. I guess I don't need that many. Just put 423. Fine. I have 25 units of eco power banks and 13 gear bomb. So basically ready to launch this rocket, essentially. Hey, what's up, Sean? What's going on? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing tonight? Hot water, hot tub, radiant piping for your Sixter or Pinch Pepper plant farm. That's true, William. That's a lot of good advice there. So, Towering Ben. Too bold. A stick of RAM. No more RAM. Yeah, the RAM's off the table, guys. I was just joking. The RAM is too much of a it's too expensive to gamble. The RAM. It's literally like holding the gold. Anyways. This is overpressured. I think I'll keep this area locked for now, but anyways, I want to launch a rocket, so not sure. I guess I could just do this as well. They can probably get up here just fine. I don't know if they can. They probably can get over. It's fine. They can figure it out. They did get stuck though. Not where I said they would, but they didn't get stuck. Okay, so we have liquid oxygen, liquid hydrogen. See, it all evaporated. It's fine. I don't have to worry about it. Let's see. What's disabled here? What is this? This is so weird. What's disabled? The battery module? Something is disabled here. I don't know what's disabled, but whatever. Is this... Disable. I don't know. It's maybe something behind. Whatever. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, let's see. I think we're ready. To go. Oh, I need some more plastic. Let's put it right here. Just to stop some more radiation. Yeah, just in those little areas. And then, yeah, I think we're good. We have a telescope. I guess I could put 2 telescopes. Just because I'm going to have 2 duplicates doing nothing. Our research is done, so we don't need any more data banks. Just in case you guys are wondering, it's long completed. You have ram sticks money. I have fish sticks money. John, hey, what's up? Great looking base. Thank you, John. Appreciate it. How are you doing tonight? Thank you for joining the stream. Alex says, Pip misclicked. The autosave restuck again. It might be. Welcome to the stream, Alex. Appreciate you stopping by. And Dark Frost. They want to be trapped so they can avoid doing work. That is a very logical explanation. The launch pad is not clear. The route's not clear. What's not clear about this? It's showing green, so... Oh, where's my engine? Kind of weird. Not sure what happened to my engine. I'm pretty sure it was there. It's okay. Everything is loaded, so I'll just have to reconfigure this again next time. Not that. Oh, I know what I'm forgetting. Obsidian. Because if I land on another asteroid, I want to be able to build ladders to get down. So we'll do 2 obsidians here. And then that's pretty much ready to go. Oh, of course, now we don't have oxygen. I think my Towering Ben says, I think my issue is I want to use the water for everything. Currently, Colony has 3 steam, 1 cool slush, 1 cool salt, and finally a polluted water. I'm using chlorine to clean the polluted water for Hydra and just collecting and processing the cold ones via the metal refinery. So that's not the worst. Yeah, I mean, if you want to use it, then it's not the worst idea in the world, I think. One of the best things about Ani is, like, this asteroid, for instance, is there's so many vents. I'm the same as you, Towering Ben. I love what's this here? I love oh, the dirt got rid of the gunk. I love trying to use all of the geysers available. That is one of the most fun things, I think, in the game. In fact, I haven't even used all of them yet in this asteroid because there's just so many, and I wanted to keep making progress. Let's get that gunk delivered here quick, guys. This is going to start breaking. So what you could do, Towering Ben, is... Let's do that on high priority. Maybe take the water from your steam turbines, from the steam vent, and put it into... Let's see if this works. That should cool it down immediately. Yep, just like that. Take the steam turbine water from here that you have in your steam vent and send it through. This is like free cooling, okay? Send it through a massive pit of cool slush geyser water or cool salt slush geyser water. Just have a massive pit like this, right? Like I do here. And then put in radiant liquid piping like this. Just a ton of it, right? And then, have an entrance and an exit. And this is free cooling because you don't have to use any power to cool it. You don't have to use an aqua tuner. Like, you probably could use an aqua tuner and just to keep the temperature at like -9 degrees, right? But yeah, it's free cooling, and the packets of water are not that big, so it should cool a lot quicker than it will heat up the water, I think. That's probably the best bet then if you just want to make use of it in that case. You deleted the rad pill storage on the other. Oh yes, you're right, Kevin. I did. I don't need that anymore. This is the petroleum rocket, so I'm just getting rid of it. John says rad pill weight may be in the index. Let me just rad pill weight. Was it 1,000 grams? Is that for 1 unit? Does that maintain its weight? I'm not sure. Hey, is that LQ or IQ? I don't know if that's an L or an I. Welcome to the stream. How many hours in this colony? This colony has... Okay, now granted, I play really slow. So this has 111 hours. So, yeah, it's... I take a lot of time to chat to you guys, so... I'm... Probably could be a lot farther, but I like the interaction with the chat, so I go a lot slower. Hey, Creative Chaos, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? A 1-kill rat pill will be hard to swallow. Can't wait for more updates and DLC. Hey, Manny guy, what's going on? Yeah, I'm very excited for the 2026 update. I cannot wait to see what they have in store. Yeah, I like to play, like, okay, so on stream, I don't pause the game. I try to keep it going because struggling to stay awake. Oh, well. Is that because my stream's boring? No, I know what you mean, Creative Chaos. It's getting kind of late. It's, so on stream, I don't pause the game. I'm usually a chronic pauser. I'll like pause the game. It's easier to move around. Like I mean, I can move around pretty quick as well, but it's very laggy. And then I'll like sit here and like design stuff. So I usually have like a lot more progress, but a lot more hours on off stream. This has just been a kind of a non-stop, non-pause stream because I want to keep the progress going for the stream's sake, but I also love reading the chat. So I often just sit here staring. at the chat while my duplicates get themselves stuck. Okay, let's launch the hydrogen rocket. I think we're ready. Even if we're not ready, we're gonna launch it and see what happens. So crew aboard, ultis ready to go. Yeah, we'll do. You know what? We'll do a save just in case. We always do a save. It took 1.5 hours to get little big kid to sleep. Bro, how many FPS? My FPS decreases when I have so much progress. So I did a test, Mohammed, on off stream. I think last week. I'm getting 30 FPS thereabouts when, like, at this stage of the game. It's a little bit like it depends on how far I zoom out. Obviously, if I zoom out more, there's a lot more going on. But if I'm in this close, I usually get around 30. Now, I was just telling the stream chat, I did buy a new CPU. It's the 9800X3D. So I should, and some more RAM. So I should be able to get the more FPS pretty soon here. Not going to do that this weekend. I have no time, but I'll do it maybe sometime next week. Okay, let's get the ultis online. Let's select destination. Yeah, we're going to grab the robotic arm and then just keep going. Summon crew, let's go. Oh, it's downtime for the pilots, so let's wait till they're off. They're off their downtime, and then we'll launch. See, I don't think they... Where's the rocket thing here? Eduardo is just making microchips. That's hilarious. I forgot to take them off. The pilots are... Yeah, the pilots... Hey, why the pilots have way too much downtime? They should not have that much downtime. They need to fly the rocket. Can't believe I did that. Give them all that time off. Nice hydrogen rocket. Thank you, Uther. They need to solve this problem. My CPU is an i5 14400. Yeah, well, you know, there's a lot of... It's not really a problem that they can solve easily because of the nature of the game. Like, just like see all this gas interaction that's happening. There's temperature interaction, mass interaction. There's a lot going, like liquid interaction. There's a lot going on that needs to constantly run, right? So if you're having CPU issues, I think the play is to keep your base tidy. So if you're being bottlenecked by your CPU, it's almost worth it, in my opinion, to try to vacuum all of this out and see if that increases your FPS. Because, like, realistically, how do you fix this game constantly doing all this computing, right? The solution is to just not do it, I think. So if you can do that on the game developer's behalf by just vacuuming it out, I think that's probably going to give you like at least 10 to 15 FPS. Oh, you have 90, but I want 180. Well, okay, that's pretty. 90 is pretty good for this game. All right, so I wouldn't be. I'd be pretty happy with 90. So we have a little bit of a situation. We have some liquid phosphorus here. So this is, I think is the water freezing or what's going on? I don't even know. It's okay. We don't need any more water. Yeah, 90 FPS is pretty good in this game. So I think you're doing all right. A lot of people don't even get 30 FPS. Okay, so I need your opinion, asks Willy Wonka. I can't find any natural gas geysers on my map, so I'm just relying on coal, trying to do ranch hatches and saving energy as much as possible. And I need energy to make a cooling system now for Spawn. Okay, so the Spawn will make power in and of itself, but I would go for a Hydra. If you've never built a Hydra, I have 2 videos on the Hydra. One of them is how to build the Hydra, and the second one is comparing the Hydra to the Spawn, which I think you'll find to be helpful. The Hydra makes way, way more hydrogen than the Spawn does. So that might be a solution. If maybe your geyser doesn't have natural gas geysers, your asteroid. So in that case, you want to go down to your oil biome and go for petroleum generation instead. Petroleum, you could go through with the oil refinery. That cuts your petroleum production in half from oil. So I think it's half off the top of my head. So a petroleum boiler would be ideal for a 1-to-1 ratio of conversion. Again, I have a video on that as well. This is the one that I have the video on. So you could use that. But that would be my next. Like, natural gas is not that good. It's great for early game, but usually you don't get enough natural gas to sustain an aqua tuner like a full colony long term. So don't be too stressed about not having the natural gas available to you. I would just go for petroleum instead. Okay, let's go ahead and load up our duplicants. We have stuff inside. I'm just ready to go. All right, I need to go launch the rocket. It's almost time to end the stream, so I want to get this done. I'm gonna stay on for another half an hour or so. I'm gonna go a little bit extra. I'm having a lot of fun and I want to get this done. Okay, let's see what breaks. Let's do a save. Let's make sure we don't. Muhammad says, "I will shut up." you know, it's all right. You're what am I trying to say? Okay, hold on. Let's just watch this. What melts? What doesn't? Apparently a lot. Your concerns are absolutely valid. There is definitely 50. How many things melted? Holy smokes! What even melted? Ladders? I guess a bunch of ladders melted. Oh, this was all not obsidian. Okay, that makes sense. So I need to rebuild the obsidian then. Heavy watt wires. Did I lose power? I did lose power. That's fine. Let's do steel. What else melted? All this. I don't need steel here, I don't think, but whatever, we'll do steel. No, your concerns are definitely valid. I don't mean to dismiss them. What I'm just saying, what I meant to say was that your issue is, if you want to rectify your issue, then possibly you could try vacuuming out your base from if you want to try to squeeze more FPS out of the game. But realistically, like, you got to think, there's just so much interaction going on that it's almost impossible to like optimize the situation. Rather, like, how do you optimize the gas exchanges and the liquid exchanges, right? But you're absolutely valid. The CPU low FPS thing is an old but annoying problem. Some people even build an entire block of plastic in their base just to stop the gas. Yeah, so there's a workaround for sure, right? It's just not the ideal solution, realistically. Let's see the spacefaring. Let's see how these guys are doing. Well, they have no research to do. They have lots of oxygen. I'm excited to get the hydrogen rocket finally going. So this is going to take some time to get here. And yeah, once they're done this space mission, then that'll be the end of the stream. Evidently, they have nothing to do right now, so that's fine. My duplicants can fix all this stuff that has broken and all, you know, do all that. Oh, by the way, we're at 180-ish of steam. That's a lot of steam. Anything that minimizes ambient thermal and mass movement will help. Yeah, absolutely. That's a great point. So if you just vacuum everything out, then you have the problem of things will eventually overheat because now they no longer have the ambient temperatures to cool it down naturally. So you have to provision for that as well. So it's not a perfect solution, but I'm sure it would help the FPS a lot if all of this gas wasn't constantly moving around. LOX Tech says, oh, I have a leak. Don't worry about it. Let's go. In Spaced Out, I think between main and teleport planet, you are guaranteed crude oil. Yeah, for sure. I think so. I think you're right, Kevin. I've always... Well, I mean, I haven't played on all the asteroids, but I've always gotten crude oil on one of the two. Mohammed says, why I have natural gas in the toilet place. The toilet, well, I think it's because of the farts, right? If your duplicants are farting. They will produce some natural gas. Not sure if that's what the answer to your question is, but that would be my assumption. Stringer says, I've seen people dig out the whole place and then fill it all with solid tile. No liquid, no gas, very little temp exchange. FPS increases dramatically, but it's a lot of work. There you go, Mohammed. That might be the solution. Or hydrogen vent. Yeah, hydrogen vent is also something to look for. Exactly. Hydrogen vent, natural gas, or you just go for petroleum. Yeah, natural gas is great. I don't mean to like crap on the natural gas. All I'm saying is that if you're like, I'm using it right here as well, right? I'm just saying that if your entire base is reliant on one natural gas geyser, it might be rough, but it's certainly a great way to supplement, like a supplement for coal early on, because this is totally free, right? Like all you have to do is pump it out. So it's not like your duplicants constantly, like I would much rather pay the 240 watts to pump it out into a natural gas generator, and then you make the remainder, like whatever that is. I think it produces 800 or something. I think it's 800, right? Where is it? Yeah, 800. So it's like 560 or something, right? I think is that how you math? 800 minus 240. So I'd much rather get the 540 watts out of my natural gas geyser than have my duplicants constantly deliver coal. I think it's a huge upgrade to get a natural gas. And likewise, I think it's a huge upgrade to have hydrogen, because then you have 800 as well. But you do reach a limit where if you're using too much natural gas and that's your only source now, eventually this will go dormant, and eventually once it does go dormant, you will have no way to have power if you remove coal generation entirely. So you want to have a mixture of natural gas, you want to have a mixture of hydrogen, you want to have a mixture of petroleum, and as an absolute last resource, you could definitely have coal generation hooked up as well. Now, obviously, petroleum is going to give you the most. Like you have 2,000 watts coming out of these, 3,000 watts if you have them tinkered. So it's just an insane amount of power. Like, I mean, obviously the petroleum is the meta here. That being said, the Hydra, or likewise the Spawn, but the Hydra is probably better in that regard, produces an insane amount of hydrogen. So one electrolyzer produces enough hydrogen to supply more than one hydrogen generator. So actually, it's one and then like a very small amount extra. It produces 112 grams per second of hydrogen, and the hydrogen generator takes 100 per second. So you get a little bit of residual hydrogen from here. So once you have once you have 8 electrolyzers, you basically get a free hydrogen generator. So there you go. Obviously, the main benefit from an electrolyzer will be the oxygen, though. Hey, Foamy, what's up? So I discovered today. Today I discovered something really cool that you can do with bathrooms. You don't actually need your dupes to wash your hands if you have enough shine bugs. Really? So I did not know that. So you're saying that because they don't have germs here, you don't need all this extra plumbing. You actually don't need your dupes to wash your hands if you have enough shine bugs. 69 rip plumbing. I had never tried that. Now, I don't think it's that big of a deal to have the plumbing, right? Because I'm just recycling the water anyways. But that's still, nonetheless, that's still a very good tip if you are trying to make a very compact washroom. How long? 27 seconds until you get to here. Let's see how it works. Let's see the space farter here. How are we doing? We do have rad pills. We have eco power banks. We have gear bomb. And we have lots of oxygen left. So we're pretty good. I think we're good to go until the end. Let's go. We're going to try to get to here. Now, I don't know if there's like a mod for this. I'm sure one of you will know. But I would really love it if you could like tell your space farter rocket to go here. Grab the bionic or the robot arm, and then once that they have that, it's like a checklist to keep going, almost like the research queue. You know what I mean? So you could queue up different tasks for the rocket. I kind of want to get the egg as well, but I only have room for one. So as soon as they get the arm, I'm going to. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so 1 cycle, not 27 seconds. I misread that. I thought it said 27 was the time. They have, so 1 cycle till they get there. Okay, we got some meteor showers. Let's watch the show while I catch up with the chat here. Alex says, I put steel on everything, and that's in space biome. 100 tons of it can go in. Yes, for sure. It's used up very quickly. Shine bugs, the floating radiation light source. Muhammad, how can I benefit from carbon dioxide? I have a lot. Well, okay, rockets, slicksters. Slicksters are very OP if you want to have a couple farms set up. I think Ruzel Doozle was the one that showed off their. So Muhammad, every Friday I do this segment where viewers can submit their asteroids, and we take a look at either give tips or somebody's just showing off a very cool build or a completed playthrough. If you go back to last week's playthrough, I'm pretty sure we looked at someone who submitted an asteroid that has a gigantic slickster farm, and that might be something that you can consider doing with your carbon dioxide. They make a ton of they make oil. It's not so much the oil that you would be going for, the meat, right? So it's basically free meat and carbon dioxide. Make infinite storage for all the liquids and gases. This is elusive ocelot. Yeah, that's also fun as well. Now the gases I usually just leave, but yeah, I would love to do that at some point. I think that'd be really fun. Almost there. Almost there. Let's go to space farter. They no longer have low morale, but that's fine. I don't really care. They can just suck it up and get this done. Okay, here we go. After seeing Ethan's rocket, I got an epiphany. Willy Wonka. Oxygen release from spawn is above 30 degrees. Most plants cannot survive. So I definitely see what you want to do, Willy Wonka. So you want to do like a cooling loop inside of your spawn or Hydra, like I'm doing here. That would probably be the best solution for you. But I see. Yeah, you definitely have a point there. If you're running on plants that are heat sensitive. Foamy says, I cut my bathroom size in half. Still need to plumb the wash station for the morale bonus. Some folks break everything up. Others separate the map into insulated blocks to minimize transfer calculations. That's also... Oh, that also sounds like a good idea as well. I mean, it's a huge task to block everything up, but I think it might be worth it. Like, I started a little bit over here already. This isn't doing a whole lot. I just kind of wanted something fun to do with my Mafic Rock because I kind of like how it looks. So I've already started that just purely for my own entertainment purposes, but not really for any FPS gain or anything like that. I just think it looks cool to block it off, block all the neutronomium off. But unless I commit to it and do the whole asteroid, I'm not going to get much of a benefit. Let's just put all that in. Actually, yeah, that's probably going to be good. So get our duplicates to do something. Okay, we got this. We got the artifact. I don't need anything else from here, so let's just keep going. The space farter, we can select destination and go all the way. I'm hoping this is the tear, guys. Here we go. If we discover the tear, I'm turning around and we'll end the stream there. If not, then, well, if not, we're still going to end the stream at some point, but let's keep going. So I've got a disabled hand sanitizer. With my freed space, I was able to install a second rec room. Why don't you insulate your farm? Asks William for Willy Wonka. Duplicates don't fart, you don't hear it. And for the time being, I also need a water cooler because the water in my asteroid is already above 40. So yeah, it definitely sounds like you would benefit from a Hydra. Honestly, Willy Wonka, if you build a Hydra, all your solutions will be basically right there. If you don't prefer to build the Hydra, I understand it is a little bit exploity, I suppose, but it's really like god tier oxygen and hydrogen production. I also have a problem with salt water in bottles, like 4 tons where I store it. I would probably make a bottle emptier. Where's a bottle emptier? Just make a bottle emptier and put it in an infinite storage like this. It doesn't have to be exactly like this, but I like to make them like this because it looks cool. The block, I like this. I like the square style. I'm really hoping this is the tear. That'd be so cool. Why are my duplicates? Are they traveling to empty space? Okay, cool. Hey, Danger Ray. What's up? Danger Ray says stream all night. I wish I could stream all night. That'd be fun. But unfortunately, I have some work to do tomorrow. Geothermal? Hey, what's up, Sir Imperial Mike? What's going on? Geothermal, that you could certainly get power out of that as well. Although if they're going to be in the magma zone, they're probably going to have access to oil, and then at that point you may as well start petroleum because it's going to give you a ton more power, like just absolute ridiculous amount of power. 3,000 watts or 2,000 watts minimum, but 3,000 watts when they're tinkered. So Foamy says, so you can run 5 natural gas generators off 1 pump, though, which is at 4,000 watts. The pump is yeah, exactly. The pump doesn't even matter at that point. I was just what I was talking about. If your natural gas geyser is the only thing running your base, it's very easy to use up all the power from here, especially when it goes dormant. So you want to have different power sources to. We're going to have different power sources to make sure when you go dormant, you don't run out of power altogether. Do you have a video for how to tame a hydrogen vent? Hey, Willy Wonka. Yeah, it's I don't have a video specifically, but let me just check. I do have a video similar to that. Let's see here. What would I have called this video? It was from a while back. If not, I can show you. I can show you how I did it. Now it's super easy to tame a hydrogen vent. Yes, I do have a video. It's called. It's not a specific video to that though. So on my video titled "How to Ranking All Geysers and Vents," I show off my hydrogen vent tamer. It's super easy. Let me show you. I'm almost gonna end the stream in about 10 minutes here, so I'll show you how I tamed it on my other asteroid. It's actually way easier than it looks. All you have to do, let me just draw it out for you here. Take some metal tiles. You have to build like a tunnel like this. It doesn't even have to be actually. You know what? Forget the tunnel. It doesn't have to be a tunnel. Just take some natural tile, some what's it called? Metal tiles. Put it up above, like that. Put an insulated, build an insulated thing here like so. I don't know why I just ran out. So build an insulated container. Put a steam turbine here like, oops, I built that wrong. Put a steam turbine above here. Steam turbine above here. Put some water in here. Obviously, you want to close this off. Close it off like that. And put a pump in here. Where's the pump? I just have a pause so my duplicates don't start building the outer wall here. That's it. That's all you have to do. Put some water up here. And then the water will turn into steam. Put the steam back in here. And then it'll keep everything cool. That's all you got to do. Super easy. Another idea you could do is, see, go into, build a tunnel. Have your pump out here, like this. Build a tunnel. It doesn't have to be this big. It can be actually a lot smaller. It doesn't matter. It's very easy. Hydrogen, even though it's like the best gas for heat exchange, it has nothing on water. All you have to do is put some water in these metal pipes with radiant liquid pipe like this. You can get this water from anywhere. Doesn't even have to be an aqua tuner. If it is, just tap off an existing gold volcano or existing any volcano really. Just tap off of something like, where is it? Something like this. Tap off of this, and then run it in here, and then that will cool the hydrogen enough to extract it. It's not hard. It seems hard because it says 500 degrees, and yes, it is hard if you vacuum out all the Don't make the mistake of vacuuming out all the hydrogen, because then every time that this vent goes off, all the hydrogen will be 500 degrees. If you maintain any sort of pressure in here at all, like for instance, my natural gas geyser here, if you maintain any sort of pressure in here at all, you will never reach the 150 limit in a time that it takes for you to get through the game. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm only vacuuming the natural gas out of here when it's above 3,000 grams. When it saves, I can show you. So when it's above 3,000 grams, it's the only time this pump turns on. This pump is built out of cobalt. Okay, so it has an overheat temperature of 75 degrees. This pump is 1,200 cycles old. All right, so in 1,200 cycles, this pump has not overheated, despite the fact that this natural gas geyser says that it erupts at 150 degrees. All right, so it's very easy to keep this cooled. This has no cooling whatsoever, by the way. There's no cooling at all for this. The only heat exchange I'm getting is from these sedimentary rock tiles, where it's kind of cool on the outside, which used to cool the inside, but now it's not. Now it's actually heating up the outside. But because I'm maintaining a pressure in here of 3,000 grams, all the natural gas that erupts will exchange heat, or exchange its heat with the already existing natural gas that's already chilled. All right, so it's getting hot. Like you can see, it is getting like 78 degrees here, 87 degrees, here, whatever. It is getting hot over time. But this pump, the fact that it lasted 1,240 cycles just goes to show that this system works. It's very, very robust. My dupes just refuse to get sick. Between rads in the mess hall and bathroom, they're germ-free. Oh, it's not. Unfortunately, it's not. It's a gas cloud. Okay, let's see if it's here. Wait, how many? It's okay. I have 24 tiles I can go. So let's go over here. Maybe that's the tear. Let's go check. Let's go on the space farter. We have no oxygen. So it's probably, let's come back. We'll end the stream. Let's land these guys and say that we did a hydrogen rocket stream and a successful hydrogen rocket mission. I need this done. Where are you guys? How could you not get up here and do this? I need this done so it's sedimentary. Oh, it's still sedimentary rock. I don't know why. I thought it was obsidian. I could have sworn I clicked obsidian. I was like, this is taking way too long. It's unreal. I need to get down when the rocket lands, so I can't have that there. What are you building on the left-hand wall? Ask Locktech right here. I'm just filling in my tiles. Not really building anything in particular. Just filling stuff in. That's all. This is, I don't know why this is granite though. This is supposed to be mafic rock. Whatever. You know what? No, not whatever. It should be mafic rock. Kind of annoying. No, you know what? Whatever. I don't care. Granite's fine. Creative Chaos says, I can't get my duplicants to relocate the brine to the Hydra for some reason. Can they, can they access both areas? Like, click on your duplicants, find a duplicant somewhere, click on him or her, and see if they can move to both locations. Like, if it's a red, then obviously they won't be able to do it. So make sure that they can go to both locations that you want them to deliver to. Deliver and pick up from. The spam is also exploitative. You are right, Wutu. Depends on, like, it really depends on where you draw the line, right? Since it's a single player game, I don't have a line. I think you do what is fun, and that's completely fine. Like, I use mods. If I wasn't using mods, I still use things that are like, I would use the manual tile trick. So it like, where do you draw the line? I mean, that's up to you as the player, right? Who's determining how they're going to play the single player game. I don't think that there's a right and a wrong on how to play Ani. But you are right. I mean, technically, if you want to think about it to that extent. Oh, why don't I have oxygen, by the way? Oh, because that's why I don't have oxygen. Everything is going to here. Now that I have to, okay, that's kind of funny. So I have to have a manual, not a manual, a dedicated delivery system to my liquid oxygen production. It's almost done, but it's kind of annoying that now that I didn't see this was going to be a problem. I don't have any Atmo suits ready to go now. Whatever. They do have Atmo suits here, so I probably should build that at some point. Build another set of pipes going up this way, which I will probably do. It makes sense to do it at this point. Not sure. This is just a mess. I have to fix that. And then we'll come through here. We'll do bridges here, and then we'll take this out like that. And then we'll put 2 more pumps in. And these pumps will service the base. Kind of like that. So we'll get those set up, start building them now, and then we'll deal with that on Friday. Let's see if our duplicants are going to make it back or if they're going to not survive. They are a little bit low now on morale, and all that stuff. They are out of oxygen, which is sort of concerning. They do have some left in the atmosphere, but not a lot. Gunk doesn't matter. Power doesn't matter. Oxygen is totally... Yeah, they should be fine. They should be fine. How far is this rocket away? 3 cycles? I'm not, guys. I'm not sure if I'm going to last 3 cycles, guys. I got to go to bed soon. I got to go to work tomorrow. So might have to see the return trip on Friday. And I'm still way behind on the chat. So let's do this. How about when I get caught up with the chat here, we're gonna call it a stream. That's 2.5 hours. So we did really well as far as progress goes. I actually put on the title liquid oxygen and hydrogen production, and we did it. We finally, I think we're like got a streak now. We got a streak going of accomplishing what I put in the title. So let me just catch up. I'm a little bit behind, so see what you guys are saying here, and then we'll call it a stream. In the meantime, we'll watch the duplicants. I don't know. We'll watch them do something here. Okay, not all maps have natural gas. The Badlands main planetoid doesn't have one. Foamy says to tame a hydrogen vent, put a steam chamber on top of a power. Yeah, exactly. It's that simple. It's really, really easy. Really, really easy. I should make a dedicated short for that because it's so easy. I think that would be a good short where I can just direct people to people who come and ask. I can just, instead of drawing it on the chat, I can just show them the short. Or sorry, not the chat, in the game. Kevin says, and temperature control. I think you'd want to prevent pumping below a certain pressure. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, there's a lot of things you can add to it, but it really is just that simple. Just put a little area on top of it that extracts the heat, turns it into steam, and then you just take the steam, turn it back into water. Just load my save, says William. It has a hydrogen tamer in it. Yeah, we can do it a Friday. I don't have time today. I have to go to bed. I have to do a cutoff now. I was gonna stop at 10, but I went a half an hour extra because I was making a lot of progress, so I wanted to keep going. But yeah, I gotta go to sleep. Stringer says a cool thing you can do depending on random number generation. Use something like a cool slush geyser to run its liquid through the metal tiles, and it will cool the hydrogen. Yes, actually, that's a great idea, Stringer. I'm using the same technique to cool my water geyser, and so I have a little bit of automation here, and a little bit of automation is just making sure that if the temperature of the polluted water is low enough, it stops it from continuing to run. So basically allows me to only run it when, it doesn't run to cool for no reason, right? It runs only when this thing is erupting, essentially. So you guys can see it now. This automation is set to turn green signal above 1 degrees. So if it's too cool in here, it will just stop, which indicates that, just right now, which indicates that the geyser has stopped working. Any method to keep temperature under control will work with the hydrogen. Exactly. Hey, Jeff, what's up? Jeff says, getting ready to build my first petroleum boiler. Minor volcanoes absolutely do work. Yes, 100%. In fact, this is a minor volcano. And it's working. It's been working for, let's see, this has been working for 519 cycles. So yes, absolutely. Good luck with that, Jeff. I do have a video on it, on how to build this exact one, if you need some help off stream. But yeah, minor volcanoes absolutely do work. Uther says, no problem, take it easy. LOX Tech, glad I checked you out. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, I'm going to sub to you, LOX Tech, right after. So check out your content. So everyone, I want to give it another shout out. Stringer208 and LOX Tech apparently does Omni content as well. Go check them out. If you guys want to see some more Omni content. Sean says, thanks for streaming. You are very welcome, Sean. Thank you for stopping by, as always. Appreciate it. Jeff, that's nice. I don't need much petroleum because I have a big arbitrary farm. Gotcha. Kevin says, don't be like me. Don't forget to like the stream. Awesome. Yeah. Thanks for the reminder, Kevin. Yeah, if you guys could like the stream, that would help me out a lot. And also go check out my last video. The last video isn't really I think all of you in the chat have surpassed where I am in that last video of the Over Explained series. But if you guys check it out, let me know in the comments if you would have played from cycles 10 to 20 differently than I do, or what would you have built instead of full generators or whatever. Give me your opinions. And it's really meant, the video is really meant to help like very, very new people in the game to get them started. Kind of show like the progress of how to get from cycle 0 to 100 or whatever. I'm not sure when I'm going to end it, but I want to get at least far enough that people can sustain themselves, right? So I'm going to do all the basic stuff like power, ammo suits, etc. We'll do all that in that series. But yeah, go check out my latest video if you guys have 10 minutes or 20 minutes or so. I think it's 20 something minutes long. It's pretty substantial. High stress. Oh no, they're mad. Please don't start smashing shit. I need you guys to return. No. Do not get stressed. You can do it. All right, you can do it. How much time do you have? 2 cycles. Oh no, they're gonna start smashing. Okay, I might have to put them on a downtime. Let's put the ultis here. Give him some downtime. I'll do the follow cam. Wait, which one is it that's mad? Ulti 2, yeah. All right, let's see if we can make Ulti 2 a little bit less mad while I talk to you guys. Hydrogen tamer, hydrogen gas tamer would be a really good short. Yes, it would be, Jeff. I will do that. That seems like a really good idea. I still remember you had a title about plastic like 2 streams in a row. I didn't get to it either. Yeah, I remember that too. I remember that, Stringer. I've been doing a lot better lately with the planning. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for liking. Appreciate that. And yeah, thanks for everyone for hanging out. Ray says stall tactics. The stall tactics. That's a good one. Mark Jenner, thanks for the stream. You are very welcome. Wacko, I love the name Overexplained. Oh, thank you, Wacko. Appreciate it. Yeah, I didn't know what to come up with. I did that thing on YouTube where you can do like 3 separate titles, and YouTube said that more people clicked on Overexplained than the other titles, so I just kept going with it. Now, YouTube generally doesn't like videos when you do like part 1, part 2, part 3 for some reason, unless you have like a, unless you're like a multi-million follower channel, I think, or subscriber channel. All the videos that I've ever done that are like part 1, part 2, etc. Don't usually do well in the algorithm. Like, they have good watch time because people who are enjoying that series typically watch that series throughout. But it's interesting that every time I do a video like part 2 of something, it never does well in the algorithm. So I don't know why that is. I'm just gonna have to start like thinking of different ways to title it, or maybe just mention at the beginning of the video that this is like part 3 of whatever. Because as soon as I put the number 3 in there, it like for some reason it just doesn't get pushed out. But it has good watch time on it, which is I'm pretty happy about. Like, so people are watching and enjoying the content, which is good. Fulby says, I'm usually going for super sustainable by cycle 20, and I'm hooking up a closet electrolyzer spawn. Yeah, that's exactly. So that's a good point. Like, everyone has their different ways of how to start their colony, and so if you guys want to share that ideas in the comments, that would help me out a lot as well. Get some rest, as Uther. Well, we're seeing if the Kevin said, is that bionic duplicate going to explode? I hope not. But they still have 1.5 cycles to, and they're pretty pissed. So I'm kind of just, yes, like Ray said, I am Danger Ray. I am kind of stalling to see if he's going to smash stuff by the time we get back. But I also wanted to just catch up with the chat here while I'm winding down. YouTube will show part 3 to people and then act like it's weird, and then folks who haven't seen parts 1 and 2 might not be interested. Yeah, you're right. So that's why I'm going to start. I'm going to try to title it by not putting part 1 or 2 or 3 in the titles anymore. I'm just going to title it what I do in the video, and then just mention in the beginning that, hey, this is cycle 20 to 30. Here's what I'm doing in this video. If you'd like to see cycles 1 to 10 or 10 to 20, you can go check out these videos, and I'll link them in the top corner. That's probably the solution to that. But YouTube is very weird like that. Exactly. YouTube wants every video to be perfectly self-contained. That's true. It does this. It's very weird how it doesn't give it to people if you start putting numbers in the title like that. Okay. I really hope that they can make it. One more cycle. Yeah, they're gonna make it now. It's 0.8. Okay, I think they're gonna make it. We can be pretty conclusive about this. 0.8 cycles to go, and 0.8 cycles to go, and 83% stress. They're gonna make it. So I'm gonna call it a stream there. All right. I really have to go get some sleep. So thank you guys all for showing up tonight. It was an awesome stream. Lots of progress. I had a lot of fun. Thank you to Towering Ben for the 3 months tier 1 subscription on Twitch. Thank you to Babaka for the Prime sub on Twitch. Thank you to Phil for the bits on Twitch. Really appreciate all of your support. Thank you guys so much for that. And I will fix the bits issue as well, so it shows up next time on the screen there. Phil says, great stream, brother. Thank you so much, Phil. Really appreciate it. And thank you to everyone on YouTube who liked the stream, who followed tonight, and just basically for being chatty, hanging out with me, for all your support. It means a lot to me that you guys spent your Wednesday evening with me. So yeah, a Friday night, I'm back at 9 p.m. Eastern, and we'll do another. Maybe I'll try to do 8. Okay, I always say that on a Wednesday. I always say I'm going to try to do 8, and it doesn't happen. But I want to do 8 because then I can not be tired for a lot longer. If I go too late, I start to get just way too sleepy. Means a lot to us that you're creating Ani content. Thank you so much, Mike. Really appreciate that from you. LOX says good night. Yeah, so that's it for the stream, guys. I will go back in the chat and just mention everyone that I can. I usually, if you guys are new to the stream, I just scroll back as far as I can go. The chat doesn't go all the way, but I just want to thank everyone individually for showing up. It's part of my stream. I always do it because I'm super thankful for all your support. So Imperial Mike, thank you so much for being here. LOX Tech, thank you for checking out the content. Phil, thank you again for the bits and for being here all stream. As well, and the lurkers as well. Thank you to all the lurkers, and also thank you to everyone who, there's so many of you that come in every single stream, or at least most streams, or whenever you can. So thank you so much for the ongoing and continued support. It means so much. Demon Works, thank you so much for being here as well. I hope I said your name right. Demon Works. Kevin, thank you as well for being here. Wacko, Mark Jenner, Danger Ray, Jeff, Stringer, William, Sean, Uther, thank you guys all for being here as well tonight. Foamy, Woovyou2, thank you for being here. Creative Chaos, thank you so much. Willy Wonka, nice to see you tonight. Hopefully see you back again soon. Uther, thank you so much, Uther. Uther's also regular here every single stream. Thank you so much, Uther, for all your support. Muhammad on Twitch. We had Chewy here tonight. We had Elusive Ocelot here tonight. Who else? So many people. Babaka on Twitch as well. So many people on Twitch tonight. 10 viewers all night on Twitch. So thank you so much. Elusive Ocelot, Phil, Muhammad. Who else did I miss on Twitch? Alex was here. Who else? Let's see. IQ. I think IQ. Is that a Towering Ben? That's right, Towering Ben. With the 3 months tier 1 sub. John. Dark Frost was here as well. Appreciate you guys. Richard was here on Twitch. That's right. Richard is here. Who else? Dwayne. Thank you so much, Dwayne, for checking out the stream. And Mr. Loki. Stringer. David. Who else? Yeah, shout out to all you guys. You guys are awesome for being here. So many familiar names and a couple new names as well. So thank you guys for your support. Joser, thank you for being here as well. Another regular on the stream. Yeah, so many regulars. Wacko is here as well. Yeah, win lurkers. Absolutely win lurkers. Yeah, thank you guys. I'll see you Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern for sure, but I'm going to try for 8 p.m. Eastern. All right. Take care. Have a good rest of your week and see you then.